one, Team Saiyan Reborn will start on the blue side while Team Traitors on the red side.
Your team
and
is
already on the blue side, they're getting rid of Jawhead straight away. It looks like he's highly contested in many of these drafts. Actually, we've been seeing it in the past few days so far. Maybe this is just a recurring trend. While red side gonna be taking out Selena. I hate Selena so much. I'm gonna say it right now. I really am happy that she is getting banned.
Let me guess. The dual ace, Abyssal Arrows.
Yes, it's really nasty. Getting hit by one of them is pretty much a death sentence half of the time. But Yushan is going to be taken off from the side, on blue side here. That kind of sets up a lot of interesting picks here. I'm pulling up my list of what we've seen so far, and it kind of feels like it's very targeted banned.
I love this Cushion ban because one thing's for sure, Team Saiyan Reborn is forcing Traitors to choose their poison, like we did say in the last day itself. Grog will be the poison that they will kick out, but then there's Hellcat open, there's Hayabusa open, there's Martis also open for the picking. It's gonna be Team Saiyan to choose at least one of these before giving 2 picks over Traitors.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Martis is going to be the pick. Yeah, looks like
good.
it's going to be highlighted over here, but getting rid of Yushan is going to be a smart choice, especially against Kachik here, who we've seen has been, performing really, really well on him in solo queue so far. So, a lot of respect here coming out from the side of Team Saiyan Reborn. But now, with the double picks onto the side for the side of Team Traitor here, what are they going to actually pick? Because, I mean, Grok is out of the picture. This kind of gives them a lot more options. Lancelot is on the table. Do they want to actually pick up a mage straight away? But it looks like it's going to be Bane.
It looks like Bane. I think they need the fighter to push the turrets, to to initiate wars, but they need another assassin in high. And it looks like they're going to choose Natalia over Hellcat and Hayabusa. Looks like the gameplay or the game plan has changed a bit. And it's going to be fun to see what Team Saiyan is going to do because they still haven't chosen their assassins yet. Perhaps they want to go in with Hayabusa or Hellcat or focus onto their primary tanks in hand.
Yeah, and I mean getting rid of Bane straight away from the side of Team Traitor. Pretty smart here. Want to deny Luke some opportunity to play something on playing a hero where he's a little bit more comfortable with. But this time around, I think they're going to be instantly
primary tank,
and they've already got Lancelot, which is what I was going to mention. But Minotaur here, that's interesting. It kind of means that they want to go for a sort of skirmishing, a 3v3, 5v5 sort of team composition where they want to look for these big team fights, but also have the capabilities of fighting if you're roaming around, getting those picks that you're looking for half the time. But now hovering over for the side of Team Traitor, it's going to be Alpha so far. Alpha looks like a pretty decent pick against this composition, but yes. Locking in your mage in is pretty great here, as well as having Harley as... Now, wait, I really want to talk about this in a bit after they've locked this in, because it's all around the mages. Usually it's Harley versus Kagura.
Correct.
Which some teams are on board with one or the other. What's your 2 cents on this? I really want to know.
I would love Harley in the early to mid games, but Kagura might benefit from the mid to late games. Because here's the thing, Harley, he has the opportunity to deal a lot of damage in the early mid games, but he needs a hero kit to survive in the late game. Kagura, in the meantime, has plenty of AoE, plenty of team fights, which late team fights is very crucial in this game. But it looks like Team Saiyan is gonna go with Aurora and Chao, giving them more initiation, more start into the battlefield, and it's gonna look good.
Looking at their team comp right now, locking it in, yeah, they definitely want to be able to go for these big skirmishes here, but Traitors Alice.
Oh wow, this is gonna be Hangus Alice if they were to fix it right properly. We have to see about the selection of heroes here.
I mean, looking at it already, a lot of people not taking Flicker from the side of Team Traitor here. I mean, 2 Retributions and Inspire. Rather interesting. He was already good to going with the Flicker himself, with only 1 Retribution from the side of Saiyan Reborn. Which means there is a high possibility they won't be able to contest for steals and also contestation of these bigger objectives, because they're not going to have the extra damage from the Retribution. So that's something that we might want to keep in mind later on into the fights. But looking at both team compositions here, Team Saiyan has really, really nice synergies, really nice synergies for these 3v3 skirmishes. They've got Minotaur as well as their dedicated tank. After the rework, he's been so not a linear champion anymore. There's so many ways to play him a little bit more. Team Traitor, however, going to be a little bit more versatile in terms of the team composition. But we're going to be going straight into the game. This is game 1, Saiyan Reborn versus Traitor.
And Saiyan Reborn going in against Traitor. I want to speak out onto the flickers, onto Saiyan Reborn. Perhaps they have the mindset to go for team fights more and to juke themselves out if they're out of trouble. And judging from the lineup of the formations, you can see that Team Traitor, they feel like they're a bit more tankier, they have more damage. So I'm going to put my money onto Traitor for the time being. We haven't done our predictions yet.
Oh, yes,
over here.
yes.
So, Fatal, come on.
I mean, it's so dependent, but I'm gonna go the opposite. I'm gonna say Saiyan Reborn here, mainly because they can play really aggressive with their composition as of right now, in comparison to Team Traitor here, who's looking for these big team fights to go with the Wombo combo, the Bane ultimate, and Alice is really hard engaging if she really wants to with Helios to back them up. And it looks pretty good. I mean, I'm liking Team Traitor's composition, but I kind of feel like Saiyan's in a very comfortable spot with their picks right now. And here with the first
it looks like it's going to be an early aggression coming in for the opposite. His Silo has been taken now a lot of health down to the slither wire of his lifeline. Meanwhile, he's going to teleport back and leave Jin alone with the child. The rest of Traitors will come in and try to steal or take away this crab for the extra goal.
And I really like how they're actually playing the composition and the rotations that they're pulling off here. They want to babysit Natalia a little bit because she doesn't have the items. She really can't take these full fights on in team fights. But once later on she gets, you know, 3 items, she becomes pretty powerful and becomes super difficult to deal with once she drops the smoke screen.
And looks like the whole Traitor team is rotating really fast. Maybe this is the type of aggression that they want to play. And it looks like Kerchik, he just want to do some poking damage over there. Not something very serious. And it looks like they want to go in for the crab once more. And the crab will be stolen by Lancelot before the war starts already. It looks like Evil is in a lot of trouble. The Ring of Flame just pops up to him and will get first blood with the help of Hylos.
I mean, they lose over the River Crab, which is fine here. They're going to go straight to the Turtle because they have the numbers advantage here. But, I mean, it was kind of risky from the side of Saiyan Reborn here, trying to go into a fight where 2 people were already level 4, and they got to respect the ultimates there. It's such a huge advantage. But, luckily, I mean, Lancelot got his game plan on. He just wanted a River Crab, wanted to get that gold, and then instantly just wants to look for the opportunity to actually push himself ahead.
And I love how Team Traitor, they are very aggressive on objectives. It's a bit of a pity that they don't get the crab from the pit itself, but they do get the first blood and that 1 turtle, giving them the economy lineup first in hand.
Yeah, I definitely feel like it really wasn't worth it going for something so aggressive and putting your team at risk. But looking at Team Traitor now, their rotations are very nice here. They quickly go, efficiently farm the jungle, efficiently... Oh, looks like they might be able to set up a fight if they wanted to, but they realized that the quick rotations coming in from Lancelot, missing from the mid lane, kind of gave him away there. But that means Traitor is really on their toes and really sharp at looking at the map.
You know, we talk about the 4-1 formation, and I can see that Traitor is using that, utilizing it really well, even though we did mention that there are still some cons in it in terms of the playstyles and the strategies. Meanwhile, Team Traitor, they are going to break it back again to 3-1-1, and perhaps they're just going to try to be as mobile as possible throughout the map.
Absolutely here. But I mean, in terms of how Team Traitor in comparison to Saiyan Reborn, how they're playing... Oh, this might be a little bad here. This is going to be a fight.
Here comes the fight as the stun comes in for E1, as the rest of Team Traitors will try to go in. Aurora will get the pick off onto Natalia first, but then Team Traitor, they are going to trade down their HP over here, trying to find another kill, at least trying to get the revenge for their fallen teammate. Unfortunately, the rest of Team Saiyan Reborn, they are smart. They're going to go out away.
Oh, I mean, a very quick collapse onto Fate there, and I think that was a really good call because I mean it was looking so bad. The amount of AoE damage coming out from the side of Traitor was actually really nasty. The Wombo combo coming through at a very tight spot in the map already set them up for victory here, but a very good response from Saiyan Reborn. They saw the opportunity to cut down Natalia straight away, instantly. Everybody, let's get on top of her, and that's what they did.
Like a follow-up on there, and looks like the crab will be taken again by Kerchik, but then Aurora comes in with the let it go ulti, and the rest of the team of Team Saiyan, they just done their part. They just want to get 1 kill and run away from safety.
Oh wait, no. Doesn't look like that's going to be the end.
Will get caught by the rival mage of Harley, and it looks like Rin as well is in trouble before Long tried to save them, but then again both members are down to the last wire of health. Rin is able to survive on that. Unfortunately, a double kill coming in from Kerchik destroying Lancelot and Martis at the same time.
Sadly, Fish missing out there. I thought they were getting a little greedy here, but really well played. They were playing around their ultimates. They saw it coming back up. They have short ultimates for most of their heroes, so they were looking for the opportunity to actually re-engage in the fight. There's going to be another turtle going over to Traitor. They are really accelerating themselves fast into the game, but so far, very clean game overall. They are looking for the right fights, they are looking for the opportunities, and they are responding very well to how Saiyan Reborn is playing.
It's a smooth and precise gameplay, a textbook gameplay as well, because, you know, after the kills, this is your opportunity to go for objectives, and the turtle is over there for the taking. It looks like the Kingdom comes again for Team Saiyan as they try to take out Hangus, but then Hangus, at the meantime, he's still surviving. Most likely, Hangus is using the tank emblem, which is tenacity, giving him more defense in hand. And at the opposite side, you can see that Rin has faced a bit of adversary from Team Traitor, but then it's all good.
I mean, so far so good. They have to. I mean, they're pushing back. Away from their jungle. They can't really do much because they see the numbers from the side of Team Saiyan Reborn, so they can't really go. But they are rotating to the mid side of the map, trying to get that. And in response, Team Traitor is making a good call here, pushing up and. Look at where Natalia is. She's setting up nicely. She sees them all, and this is going to be a dive.
Oh, Rin is again in trouble as Bane takes down the turret and Rin as well. Aurora getting the trade kill coming from Natalia as a revenge, but then Bane with the double kill over here, and they want more blood. Team Traitors are just going to stab down Team Saiyan Reborn as Saiyan Zero will be falling down another member bottom lane.
I mean, that probably, the bot lane death probably shouldn't have happened, but really well done from Traitor here. You can you really see the experience coming in from these guys, because they immediately saw the rotations and they wanted to cut off exits. Natalia gets ready for the dive. She sees the opportunity, tells the rest of her team they're actually rotating back up, and they punish them for that straight away the moment they lose the turret and complete the dive. So really well done by Traitor there. That was nasty clean.
And I really love how Natalia was in the right position. She's not only the damage dealer to come in later, but she's actually the proxy as well. She's like a mini ward that people, you know, she can spot information across the map, know where are they, and she was behind enemy lines all the time without any fear. The only downside is perhaps Natalia could have, you know, survived the fight earlier, but anyways, they still win the war.
Absolutely, and I think they're playing a really great game here. Team Saiyan, they really got to rethink their strategy here because it is not working out. Harley is putting out a lot of pressure on their side. They have to deal with it, but on the top side of the map, they're gonna lose another turret as well. Looks like they're getting a little desperate here in terms of what they're trying to do and starting to let go of bigger objectives across the map, which shouldn't be the case. Oh wait, this looks like to be a great fight.
Nice Jeet Kune Do and the Way of the Dragon by Chao, but then is that enough to save Team Saiyan Reborn for the war? It looks like some ultimates and of course skills will be putting up here as Traitors. It looks like they want to go in for the fight, but their HP is very low. They might want to back out from this war. They have done enough damage, and it looks like Bane will get the kill before Rin's Lancelot will go in for the trading. And it looks like Traitors will be falling back, but look at that, the cheeky leaky big like Kachik with his Harley just taking down turrets at the bottom lane.
I mean, this is the experience that I was mentioning before. This Traitor here, they're going in hard in a position where they don't really have to fight. That was a 50-50. They just decided we could actually take this, we could not. It would have been better if they didn't take it and lost no members whatsoever because they're so far ahead. However, they saw Harley, they were like, hey, if we take this fight right now, and even if we lose one member, we still have the opportunity to actually take the turret. So look at Harley. You see that he's actually pretty close, and the team calls, okay, we can actually take this fight. We're not going to lose too many members, so just play it slow as long as possible. And that just bought Harley so much time. If they got a kill, that's great. If they trade kills, not the greatest, but at least you got something out of it, and a lot more than you would have expected.
Yes, indeed. And Harley was at the right position with the creep wave as well to take down the turret, giving him a bit of pushing power throughout the turret. But then Team Saiyan, they're going to lose a lot of map control. As you can see, their jungle isn't theirs anymore. It looks like Lung with the Martis. Ashura King wants to steal away from them. But then Hangus, he's still surviving with that tank emblem here. And the ultimate will come in here for Minotaur as the rest of Team Traitors, they know they can fight this war. They know they can win this war. And they just made Saiyan Reborn retreat back into the base cowardly.
I mean, it's pretty good from Saiyan Reborn to actually retreat in this particular situation. Any more, they would have fallen even further behind here, but a lot of economy is denied from Saiyan Reborn. So Traitor is going to continuously try to abuse. Look for these fights and look to actually pick them off, because once they pick them off, it's a good sign to go for Lord.
And yes, it's a good sign for Lord because, you know, the map control is lessened already from Team Saiyan Reborn, so they don't have much information given to their side. As you can see, there's a bit of clashing coming in. They just want to steal the buff, steal as much jungle creeps from their end of the side, giving it more advantages in terms of economy.
Yeah, and in this position, I think Saiyan Reborn is actually quite happy just holding out in their base for as long as possible, as long as they don't get that tier 3. Oh, but it looks like this is going to be the big engage!
And here comes the big engagement. Indeed, the Ring of Flames is downward towards Minotaur. He will be the first to fall for Team Saiyan Reborn, as the rest of the members, they want to continue on before Aurora taking down one unsuspecting member of Team Traitor.
Yeah, and I really like how Team Traitor are playing it here. They see the objective they want, they set it up, they know exactly what to do, and just Alice is surviving a lot longer than I would have imagined. I definitely feel like Alice could have gone down a couple of times there if they all collapsed on it, but I mean, to be fair, if Saiyan did, they would have to go all in to take her out. So that's just such a struggle to actually catch Hangos in half of these fights.
Oh, looks like Ewan, he's going to spot out Jin over here onto the Chow, and they don't really need it because the Lord has been taken by Team Traitor. It's not a fair fight already, as now Team Saiyan Reborn, they have to camp in their base to stop or delay the inevitable.
Yeah, and with Lord, it's definitely going to help. They're going to be looking to push, clear the bottom wave. Mid wave looks pretty much fine. It's going to be neutral, but they can just clear that wave, have a pushing minion wave the entire way, and then they can just look to obviously try and go for their tier 3s here. And now, you can see Saiyan Reborn, they have to play a very safe game. They can't really go too far out of the base, because if they lose one of their members now, it could mean the end of the game.
And an additional information, Traitors did not lose a single turret right now. They have their turrets all healthy and strong, even though the top tier 1 turret is, you know, a bit of health loss, but hey, they're still holding on, they're strong, and this is the dominance showing in by Team Traitors over Team Saiyan Reborn.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, they're playing a very strong game overall, but I think Saiyan Reborn is in a good position to actually hold off the enemy here. Because, I mean, they can bide their time. They don't mind losing this as of right now, but now they really have to consider whether they want to take this fight. Could go bad. I mean, Natalia is in the flank.
It looks like they want to take the fight here, but then they have to stop the Lord. The Lord is the pushing factor throughout all the damages in hand. Team Saiyan, they are going to lose a lot of HP, and the first member to down will be Martis, the Ashura King, before Chow comes in. The Lord is still surviving. This is not looking good for Team Saiyan Reborn. They're going to lose out as well. High loss with the triple kill onto Bane as Alice kills off another member as the Crystal base falls into ashes. GGWP to Saiyan Reborn, but congratulations to Traitor 1. They take round 1 in the series.